Family Search has created the free Tree app to use on your cell phones. It is similar to Family Search available for computers. This video is part of a series of videos to show you how to use the Tree app for cell phones. This is part 1. When you first log in to the Family Search Tree app, it will show you in the center of the fan chart. In the bottom right corner is a blue button. This video will show you what the blue button is for and how to use it. Okay, I want to show you a little bit about Family Tree. When you're on the fan chart, and this is what it will come up to, so I'm using my fingers to make it smaller. You can make it smaller or bigger. When it comes up, when you pull up the Family Tree app, you will be in the center, and then it will have your family from there. And now I went to my grandmother, and I just want to show you, there's down in the right corner, there's a little blue circle. If you click on that, it asks you, it gives you these different options here: family lines, birth country, sources, stories, photos, research help, and ordinances. If you're a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, you'll get the ordinances. Otherwise, you won't. Okay, I want to show you that. We'll go through those in just a minute. You also have the choice. You can click that little down button, and you can do 4 generations. You can do 5 generations, 6 or 7 generations. Now, it's really hard to see 7 generations. But you can always make it bigger so that you can see the sections by using your 2 fingers to make it bigger. I'm going to go back to 5 generations. And we're on the family lines right there. This is, well, there's the family lines with the different colors. And then if you go to birth countries, give it here a second to. So this orange, it tells you down here on the bottom that this kind of tannish orangish color is United States. Blue are people that were born in Sweden, and the red is United Kingdom, and yellow is, I guess, England. I don't know what the difference is between United Kingdom and England. If I look at how I've put in, or whoever's put in the birth date, that may be the difference. Okay, so that's what you can see, the different countries that people were born in by doing that. Now, sources. Here we can see if there's a white one, there would be no sources in there. And then if there was 1 to 4 sources, it would be in these little kind of tan colored ones. And then 5 to 9 is a little bit lighter of the orange, and the darker orange is there's 10 or more sources. So if you have a white one, that would be one that would tell you you need to find some more information on that person and put those sources in. Okay, then let's go to stories. Now this is a big one here. We can see there's no stories if it's 0. So on the bottom, I'm going to blow this up a little bit, is my Aunt Beverly. And I knew my aunt, and I have memories of my aunt. So I could go in there, and I could write some of my memories in the stories section. And I guess my Aunt Lyle and my Uncle Wallace, they died when they were very young. I never knew them because they died before my father was even born. But in my grandmother's biography that she wrote, she tells about her children, and I could take those little excerpts from there and I could write those stories up. So right here is where I have a possibility of adding more information. And there happens to be some stories on Charles, and I could write a few things up on Lucy from what knowledge I have. And I could put that in the stories. Now, Charles, I have in his memories, I actually have those, but the story section is kind of for little small stories, something that's of interest. So if you know something about somebody, even if you just read it and it's somewhere else, you can add it to the stories. Now let's look at the photos. So we have quite a few that are white, meaning that there's no photos of them. And because they were born 17, this Peter Larson Holmberg, he was in Sweden. I never knew him. And I probably, there might be somebody who has pictures of him, but if I don't, some of the other options is if there's a find a grave or Billion's grave and there happens to be a picture of the tombstone, you could add that picture to these people that are white. You can also try to find something, maybe if you happen to have like a census and it gives you an address or death record that gives an address, and you could find a picture of the home. You could do that in Google, and you could add that picture of where they lived. If not that, maybe just a picture of the town where they lived, if you could find something like that. Something that would give a person some idea about that person and their life. Now let's move over. Research helps. Let's see if I have anything on here. Okay, so there's hints on these people that are in yellow. So I could go to those people and try to add the hints. And then the ordinances is for members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And this is where temple ordinances could be done. And if you have questions on that, you could contact the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and ask them some questions about our temples and ordinances and what we do for the people of our church. Okay, that's basically what I wanted to show you on this video. And I hope this is helpful. I hope you'll get in and use the tree app. I'm going to show more things, do a few more videos on using this family tree app. Thank you for watching. Just to review, the fan chart can be seen with 4, 5, 6, or 7 generations. Things to view are family lines, birth country, sources, stories, photos, research helps, and ordinances for members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Enjoy using the Family Tree app. Happy hunting!